Hey, my YouTube friends and family. Let's talk about missing Summer Wells for just a brief moment. I wanted to read an article that I found today, actually. It was posted by the Rogersville Review, and there's just some interesting things that I have not heard yet. And I just, like I said, I found it very interesting, and I wanted to let you guys know for the ones that have not read it. But Summer Wells' mom, she basically pleads to bring Summer back. So Candace says if you took her, just bring her back. You don't even have to tell me that you did it. Just bring her back. Say that you found her walking. I don't care. Just bring her back. That's all I care about. And Candace's mom is also mentioned, and we'll call her Candy in this just for the sake of not getting confused. So, Candace said that she needed to, her mother Candy needed to see a doctor in Kingsport about her aching knee. She said we went to Gatlinburg and the boys accidentally kept kept tripping over her sore knee. She had an artificial knee replaced, and if you twist it the wrong way, it pops out, and it hurts really bad, and she couldn't figure out why it wouldn't stop hurting after a while, so I took her to the ER that morning. After taking Candy to Holston Valley, Candace and Summer went to visit some family friends in Kingsport. They invited me over to sit at their house while I waited for my mom to get done, so we weren't sitting in the hot truck, so I went over there. I was sitting and Mom called me to come get her, and Candace added that the 15-year-old son of her friend asked to go along with her. Candace said I went and picked her up, and then we drove all the way across town and dropped her prescription off. They said it would be about 30 minutes, so we were like, well, instead of sitting in the car where it's hot, we'll just go to Warriors and let Summer swim for a little bit. And like I said, we weren't even planning on going swimming or fishing or anything, so they went to Warriors Path State Park and let Summer and the boys swim in the cove just south of the park's horse stables. Candace said, I figured 15 or 20 minutes in the water, run a little bit of energy out instead of sitting in the truck. One of the last videos shot of Summer, and you guys have probably seen a plethora of times, but it shows, Summer swimming in that swimming cove, and there's been a lot of speculation in regards to that video on social media, and then you had Allison come on unmasked and say that, so I think it was Allison that had said that Summer tripped on a rock, slipped on a rock, and fell underwater. So Candace addresses that. And Candace said that did not happen. In the video, Summer is seen splashing in the lake, then stands up to reveal it's only waist deep. Candace said that boy lied on everything that happened because the place I was at, there was no rocks. She didn't slide on no rocks and fall in the water. She wasn't under the water for 20 seconds or more, like he said. That was just a bunch of lies he made up. I don't know why he did it. There was no incident at all. That don't even make no sense why he would even say that. And the video that I took is the same exact time that they were in the water playing. If Summer had fallen, she'd jump right back up. That's what don't make no sense to me at all. There's so many rumors and lies going around, none of it even makes sense. Couch police, that's what I call them. After the swim, it was back across Fort Henry Drive to Walgreens, then a quick stop at a grocery store. Candace said we went back and picked up my mom's prescription and went to Priceless. I dropped off the boy after Priceless, and we come home. And then me and my mom, the boys were in watching YouTube like they always do. My mom says, let's rearrange and plant the flowers. She goes, well, we know the boys aren't going to help us. I know Summer will, so I yelled for Summer. She was in the house with the boys. She comes out, and she was planting flowers with us, Candace said. The flowers were put in planters next to Grandma Candy's camper, with Summer handling some of the task. Candace said that she put all the rocks on top, She did all the rocks herself, went into the grandmother's after they were done. She asked Grandma for a piece of candy. Grandma gave her a piece of candy. She told me she wanted to go back over with her brothers, so I literally walked her halfway between the camper and the house. I watched her go in the door, and I could see her brothers at the kitchen table. When she went in, I walked over and yelled at the boys. I said, "Watch, Summer, I'll be right back. I've got to fix Mom's knee brace." I was standing right there at the camper. I was over there fixing it. Literally, you can see my house from the camper door. She did not walk back out that front door. Candace estimated it took maybe 2 to 5 minutes to fix her mom's brace. Candace said when I got done, I'd come back in. I asked the boys, "Where's your sister?" They said she went downstairs to play with her toys. I said, "Okay," and I went and I hollered down the steps. I always holler for them down there, and she didn't holler back. "Are you sure she's down there?" she asked the boys. They said, "Yeah, she just went down there." So I went down there and I searched. I looked everywhere I could. Then I went through the house and I kept calling for her, yelling for her, everything. I came out here talking about outside, yelling for her, everything else, and she was nowhere. So I called Don because I was freaking out. Don, Summer's father, he was installing drywall at a job in Jonesboro. Candace said that she told him, "I can't find Summer, get home now." And Candace recalled he said to call 911. So she says she dropped her phone because I had to run over and get Mom's phone and dial 911 because her AT&T phone is the only one that works out here to call 911. So I called them and told them what was going on. Candace says before the cops even came out, I went down and told my neighbors, "Summer is missing. Will you help me look?" Just in case she did wander off, but I knew in the back of my mind, she's never wandered off. She never went nowhere without me. She'll ask me to do something before she even goes and does it. And she's scared to go in the woods herself because we've told her time and time again that there's bears and there's snakes. Candace goes on to say, I sent the older boys down through the creek. If they've got a walkie-talkie and their buck knife, they can go down through there. I sent all of them searching, and I went out in my mom's truck and went all the way down by the church, then went all the way down the other way. I didn't see her, nobody even out and about. So I'm going to stop there, but just what I've read, that's what I found interesting. Just, apparently that day she went in and sat in the house, hanging out with Allison. And like I said, that's the first time I'm hearing it, if that's what happened. I thought she just swung by and picked H up and that was a done deal, but maybe you guys find it interesting, maybe you don't. But I'm going to link the article in its entirety so that you can read rest of it. And as always, thank you all for watching.